What would I have to write country songs about if I wasn't living this hard life? So I think God loaded me up on all kind of stuff. I say I grew up in a Jerry Springer episode. I'm sure y'all still know Jerry over here.
Oh, yeah. Mae, it's a pleasure to catch up with you. How are you?
I am doing so good. It's my first C2C, and so I can't believe I'm all the way in London.
Yes, here you are. We're in your dressing room. I hope you don't mind we've gate crashed you.
Come on in. Y'all come on in.
And just before you're going on stage as well, you seem very chilled. I do have to ask you something, though. When I asked you how are you doing, that's just a general kind of hello sort of, but I really mean how are you doing? Because you had to cancel a whole bunch of shows recently on continental Europe, right? Because of what?
The super flu.
Are you okay now?
Dun, dun, dun. I am not contagious anymore.
Good.
Hallelujah. Still definitely in recovery. I ate nothing but German crackers and some broth for about 7 days. Yeah. And so my body is definitely still trying to catch up, get back to normal. But I did not expect to get the flu. I think I brought it over here with me. And then it was so bad. And I didn't want to get any of my other artist friends sick. And so we made the tough call to cancel majority of my shows. So I'm extra grateful to get to be here today playing.
I was going to say, you probably will be fired up to play, London anyway, right? But of course, the fact that some of the other gigs were pulled away from you, you're doubly up for it tonight.
Yes, and I'm so glad that so many country music fans come to several of the events for C2C. So I am getting to sing for some of the people that I missed in the other countries, and so that worked out well.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I saw you the other night, and you'd never know you were like laid up in a bed a few nights before. I've got to ask you about that song, Mr. Fix It, because that's a particularly catchy one, and it really resonated with some of the females, especially. So do you want to just give us a bit of a background on that?
Absolutely. Well, I was shocked to find out that there are really good men in the world still, apparently. Did you know that?
Serious?
Well, I had written them off, honestly. And I authentically wrote this song with 3 of my best friends about my sweet husband. I have trapped a man who is the best thing in the whole world. He is patient and kind and taught me what love is supposed to be this whole time. I didn't get a really good example of that growing up. Mm-hmm. And he's also a mechanic, so he's a literal Mr. Fix-It. And I wrote that term down in my phone one day, and it turned into this love anthem. And my songs are so specific to my story, but it's so funny. That's the magic of country music, especially, is that people are able to put their own stories into it. So that was one that took off like a rocket. Everyone put their own story in it, and it's been so special to watch it.
And all the ladies in the room were going, yes, she's nailed this. I mean, literally everyone tuned into what you were saying immediately. I was having a similar conversation with Megan Maroney when she was over promoting Cloud9 recently. And, this thing about, are there any nice guys around anymore? I mean, there was always some bad guys, right? Because that's what a lot of country songs came from back in the 80s, 90s and so on. But there seems to be even more now. So you bagged a good one. You're on a winner.
I did, but I honestly, it's kind of bad for my brand because I really prefer to cheat on my men in my music or kill them off completely. That's really what I do best as a songwriter. So he's kind of cramping my style with this gross love stuff.
God,
but
how dare he be so nice?
I know.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Gosh.
Yeah, but you can always, you can spin it, can't you, for the songs?
Yeah, he lets me sing the cheating songs too. He knows what he got. It came with the territory.
I think it's fair to say as well, because, all the artists these days, they come into the business different ways. You can put a video on TikTok, it can go on fire, you can slug it for 10 years. I know you had I guess, the hard entrance in, right? Doing the 3 jobs at a time, trying to get yourself established. Do you want to explain to people who think you can just put a video on TikTok these days and be an instant hit what it's really like sometimes?
Well, it really is like that sometimes. I have seen lots and lots of people just accidentally step into the things I have chased for years and years, which is so fun to watch.
I bet that really...
There's a lot of athletes and things that's like, oh, I hurt my knee in football, and then someone called me and offered me a record deal. Isn't that good for you?
Yeah.
But my journey has been different. It's been the long way around. I've really had to work hard for everything I've got, and though you could catch me on a lot of days griping about that, I'm so grateful my story has gone the way it has, because even something like the flu taking away some of my shows here, the way I appreciate this even more because of that. That's kind of how my whole music journey has been. I've had to claw tooth and nail, work really hard, and build a community of people around me over this much time that makes me never take any of it for granted. And so I'm grateful for the long journey and all the crappy jobs I had to work that had nothing to do with music. It just makes it feel really really good when you do finally get where you're going.
I guess it's more satisfying, right? Because you've really had to graft for it, and I guess there's some material has come your way, from all those experiences.
What would I have to write country songs about if I wasn't living this hard life? So I think God loaded me up on all kind of stuff. I say I grew up in a Jerry Springer episode. I'm sure y'all still know Jerry over here. And so I've got plenty of drama in my life to write about, thank goodness.
So that old Mae who went through all of that stuff, would you imagine yourself sitting in a dressing room at the O2 in London?
I don't think even my family would understand when I try to tell them this now. I mean, when I send pictures back, it's just, I don't even understand. Like, it's kind of past the point of what I had dreamt it up to be at this point. So now we're just in uncharted territory. Everything is a dream come true. And I'm from small town Arkansas. I have no idea how I ended up over here with this incredible crowd. These are very special country music fans. I've been lucky to play all over the world, and there is something truly unique over here.
Yeah, and the lineup tonight too. I mean, it's just phenomenal. We can't wait to see you out there.
I'm so excited.
You've toured with some of the big names before. I'm thinking Luke Bryan,
Brad
Paisley.
Absolutely.
Do you learn from any of these guys along the way? Because you're clearly seeing them every night.
Yeah, I'm studying them like a hawk. Like you said, there are some young guns that kind of stumbled into this career, but I am not one of them. I have studied it like it is a subject in school, and so I'm standing side stage watching how they interact with the crowd. I care how the audience feels when they come to one of my shows, so I'm grateful to have spent a lot of time in the crowd watching shows and backstage, and I want to make sure everyone that's involved in my show knows how grateful I am for them. And so getting to watch crazy camps like Luke Bryan, I mean, that's a gigantic operation. There's a bunch of semis and buses, and it's a moving circus. So I'm really grateful to have gotten to watch that up close and know exactly how I want to treat my people around me.
Absolutely. So what's next for you? Well, I mean, where are you going next? What's on the cards?
Well, barring any more encounters with the flu.
Fingers crossed,
right?
We
usually run 100 mile an hour. I truly have not slowed down in the 30 years I've been alive. It is something I feel so driven to do. I'm so passionate about it. So we've got new music on the way.
Great.
I have a ton of collabs coming out all of a sudden.
Can you tell us about some of them?
Absolutely. A song just came out with Ashley McBride and Ashlyn Craft called Yard Sale. That's Ashlyn's song, and she called both of us Arkansas girls to join her, and it was a no-brainer. Something life-changing I can't even believe when I say it out loud. Mr. Vince Gill just released an EP this week, and we co-wrote a song on it together, and he asked me to come sing harmony on it. So exactly. That sounds like a lie coming out of my mouth. That's how crazy it is. He is an icon, an absolute legend, and so much of the reason I ever even was introduced to country music. So that's a huge collab that is bucket list, to say the least, also.
So you know that phrase, we're living the dream, but you truly are.
Yes, absolutely. And I hope I never forget that. That's my full-time job right now, is just to stay centered enough to make sure I'm appreciated at all, because it goes really fast.
Absolutely. It's hard to get, but you want to keep it when you've got it, right?
Yeah, and keeping the right people around you to remind you of those things and remind you how lucky you are, because like you said, I mean, this is hard. This is very, very hard. The travel will about kill you if the flu don't. It's hard on your mental health. I'm a big mental health advocate, and for good reason, especially in the music industry. And so I think it's just really important for me specifically to have the crew of people around me that that remind me why we're doing it and to
Yeah.
really focus on the important stuff.
So you got the good people just behind you there, right?
Yeah.
Looking after you.
We'll see if they stick with me after this flu debacle. My poor tour manager Jordan has been through the ringer, but we'll see if she still talks to me when we get back to the States.
Was she smiling? That's good. That's a
Yeah.
good sign. Well, listen, it's a pleasure catching up. All I'd say to you, watching you the other night, it reminded me of the old style, proper singer-songwriter, a story to tell. I mean that. It came across loud and clear. So I can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Pleasure. And thanks for sharing your dressing room with us.
Absolutely. You guys want a banana or something? We got some.
Do you know what? I would
some
love one of
snacks.
those. That'd be great.
You got it.
Thank you.